I think the most important thing in being a great trial lawyer is having compassion for people and being open to their stories. We all come to a story with our preconceptions and our past beliefs and what we would like to believe, but everyone is different, and we have to have sharp ears and really, really listen to what someone else's problems are. And I like to think that because of the work that I've done, that I've helped them. That is the most important thing to me. I'm Michelle Mirman. I'm the senior partner at Mirman Markovits Landau. We do all types of civil victims cases. We represent children on abuse cases and on rape cases. We represent adults who have been hurt in car accidents, women in medical malpractice cases. Runs the gamut of cases where people have been hurt by the negligence or carelessness of others. I always wanted to become a lawyer. Both my parents have been very, very active in the civil rights movement. I remember telling my dad when I was in high school that I was going to go down and demonstrate. He said, fine, we're all going. And my aunt and uncle and cousins went too. What I love most about the law is helping people, period. I have represented clients now for over 47 years, and perhaps I've forgotten a name, but I never forget what happened to them. And I never forget the trajectory that they followed from being devastated by an injury to recovering slowly, and perhaps at the end of their case, 3 or 4 years later, I hate to say it, sometimes longer because the New York courts are slow. They've come to grips with their injury and are moving on. Unfortunately, no matter how hard we work, justice takes a long time. There's an old adage, I'm sure everyone knows it, that justice delayed is justice denied. So my challenge is to make sure that the cases get to court as quickly as possible, get on the trial calendar as quickly as possible, and get resolved as quickly as possible. So I've been involved in some very interesting areas of the law that involve social justice almost since the beginning of my practice. So I started back in the early 80s. I represented a woman who had been raped in her own home. This was at a time when the psychological books did not recognize rape trauma syndrome. I had to call a psychiatrist to prove that such a thing existed. I had to call a psychologist to prove my client's symptoms. And the judge had to make a ruling that such an injury actually existed. I also do a significant amount of medical malpractice on behalf of women, especially. What I found over the years, and the research certainly bears this out, that women are on bottom of the totem pole when it comes to medical treatment. Many times their complaints are poo-pooed as hysterical, or you need more sleep, or you're under too much stress, and the doctors, for whatever reason, fail to listen to the complaints and the signs and symptoms of diseases and medical issues that women have. As a result, especially with cancer cases, the women's cancers progress astronomically and their prognosis has become poor. We bring those lawsuits, and it seems to me apparent and clear that in each of those cases, had it been a man complaining, all the tests would have been done, all the complaints would have been listened to, and perhaps the cancer or the other issue would have been caught sooner, and my client would not have suffered to the degree that she did. We switched over to Esquire Bank from a big bank approximately 3-4 years ago. As you can well imagine, with a large firm like mine, each case has many, many expenses associated with it. My relationship with Esquire Bank is excellent. Really has allowed us to make sure that every single case is prosecuted as fully as possible. What I hope for my law firm in the future is that we are able to take in more cases that truly affect people's lives. And of course, I hope that the law continues to grow and expand so that all of us, no matter who we are offered the same protections.